This joint go. I send this to the hoes. We can go the distance.
I got somebody in the family with the music tip.
Oh no, it's a lot of them.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, and it's like it's different. You know, it's different. Everybody got a different sound to it. Right? Like, that's duty. That's impact too. But then you got Stout Boy Tay, and it's a different vibe. All these niggas sweet. We got a group chat. We got a group chat. All the guys, besides you and Uncle PR, all the men who are descendants of May and Grant, we got a group chat. That's me, Trey, DeLorean, Keon, DJ, Opie, Peeper, Lante, and Lair. You know what I'm saying? Delon, he ain't got added in yet, and everybody else is just too young. You know what I'm saying? But I was just telling them niggas, like, we gotta support each other better. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is putting out music. That's the OU. And ain't nobody talking about it. And they got some joints on here. Like, these boys is cold. So the group chat kind of went silent today. What's that boy? Tay. Let's see, can I find him right here? No, but I know how to find him. Hold on.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Still putting it together. This gonna be my rental property.
Oh yeah. Didn't you got some more?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Me and Gil go to the bank.
Okay.
So I always leave in the car because I don't want to know how much money I got. I don't know how much money you got.
Right.
We paying the bills, everything cool. We got money, but I don't need you to know how much money I got.
Right.
Give me some cigarettes. You ain't got no money? What the fuck you mean? I asked you for some squares, bitch.
Right. Right.
When you ask me for something, what I do? Boom, give you the money. So you shouldn't even be asking me what I want something for. When I ask you for something, it should come like that.
Right.
But when you ask me, I don't go, what the fuck you want? I go, how much you need?
And when she asks you for something, you just go ahead and give it to her.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
I'm a husband.
Right.
But you my wife, bitch, so when I ask you for something, don't come on me with that shit.
Yeah. Different vibe.
Yeah.
This right here, I'm about to show you.
Who is it?
Keisha's oldest son, Delonte. This boy go hard. Stout Boy Tay.
Street Nerd TV. What up, though?
Stout Boy Tay.
My grandson getting down.
He cold with it.
Whose truck is that?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
proud of the boy.
when you listen to that and you listen to what Keon did, it's two totally
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
But both of them jamming.
Yeah, yeah.
Both of them bobbing like.
I'm gonna have to give my boy a call. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah, he cold with it. So he just put out some music. That's what I was just trying to find. He just put a album out, maybe like June or July this year. I only found it because sometimes I type his name in. I was playing the old shit, but this particular time I typed his name in, and it was the first thing that popped up, and it was like 2025. I'm like, damn, this is new. And I just talked to the nigga was over here Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say shit about I just put some music out or I'm about to. He didn't say nothing about it. I just happened to stumble up on it. And while I'm at work, I'm on the line. So I got my headphones on, I'm playing it. I done played this one song like 6 times. I'm like, this nigga going on here. Why we not talking about that in the group chat? So,
Dig it.
we trying to do better, man.
Yeah, him on.
Street Nerd TV, we got Uncle Nayo in the building. This is Deloneo Sr. Deloneo Jr. did the kitchen. He got to come back. He came today, but he decided he was going to work on the shed. So he worked on the shed today, but he said he's going to come back tomorrow. He got to finish that backsplash right there and just some little touch-up stuff. But
Okay.
he took this wall out. If you look at the carpet, you can see what the wall is to be.
Yeah, okay.
He took the wall out. He put the beam up for me. He redid the ceiling. He put the recessed lights in. Them cabinets was like a wood. They was real wood.
Mm-hmm.
And he repurposed them. You know what I'm saying? Stripped them down, took all the oil and stuff off of them, painted them, put all the new hardware on, the knobs.
Damn.
Put the countertop on, the new sink, the faucet.
Father taught that nigga a lot of shit.
It's a barn door in here that had the laundry area. He put the barn door up. That boy cold.
Yeah, my father taught me a lot of shit. I didn't want to do that shit. I was a musician. I wasn't no fucking remodeler and shit. Now, P.I. took that side of Grant.
Yeah.
You know? Because he used to be like, son, where you going? I'm going to practice. You ain't going to help me with this motorcycle? No. And if I did help him, I just handed him the tools. I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
I would just sit there quiet as hell. Then he just say, fuck it, get the hell out of here.
It wasn't your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, this ain't my thing, man. Don't force me to do this because I'm not going to do it.
Right. I should have had you bring the guitar.
Damn.
Yeah, you could have brought the guitar. Father's Day. First of all, I'm gonna say this on the record right now because by the time this shit come out, this shit, what I'm about to tell you, will have already happened. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna pay your brother a visit. You know what I'm saying? The nigga been on some wild shit, and I'm gonna go have a man-to-man talk with him.
It ain't going to do no good.
I know, but for my own conscience.
Okay. That's what I do.
For my
Because
own
Gail
conscience.
tell me, why you going over there arguing with the... I said, I'm not arguing. I'm just trying to tell him, motherfucker, you always talking shit. I don't see no bitches.
Yeah. Where
You know,
they
you
at?
talking shit about bitches. How you mad about bitches when you ain't got one?
Right.
Motherfucker.
I'm going for my own conscience. I'm gonna go send a message. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna go bearing gifts. I'm gonna take him some weed. I'm gonna take him some cigarettes. I'm gonna take him a half a pint of this bourbon shit I've been fucking with. You know, I'm gonna have a real man-to-man conversation.
Okay,
with him.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that, man.
I feel like we gotta do stuff differently.
That's true.
Cause the way we've been going about it, that shit ain't working.
He's stuck though, Monty. He's
And
stuck.
we can't change that.
You can't change
We
that.
can't change that. We can't change who he is, but he'll never forget.
That's true. Whatever you say, he won't forget. He gonna be sitting over there by himself thinking about that shit. Thank you. Do that.
You get what I'm
Do
saying?
that. Do that. I'll be damned.
I'm gonna take my brother with me, just to make sure I stay peaceful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna
Yeah.
take Trey over there with me, cause Trey,
That motherfucker comments.
he the gangster.
No shit.
Trey I hustle.
Wait a minute. Trey the gangster.
Trey the gangster.
Why wouldn't I see he all quiet?
When you see gangsters, what they doing?
They quiet.
Is they outside? They doing all that? Or what the real gangsters be doing?
Nothing.
Cuzzo, I'm writing a book, first of all, and you in it. I'll pull it up in a minute. But in the book of Cuzzo, it say all gangsters ain't hustlers and every hustler ain't a gangster.
That's true.
That's me. I'm the hustle nigga, but really that gangster shit, y'all can keep it. I would
Yeah.
rather just not be involved and get my money and slide. You know what I'm saying? My brother is not going to be bothered with nobody because he do the job shit.
Yeah.
But he is the nigga that's with the shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Like, I'd be like, chill out, nigga. You know, he ain't about to... He move, he a gangster.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the
Damn, I ain't know that.
Yeah.
My
And
dad.
and he just cool. he regular, normal. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying like who he is
Now,
regular.
how tall
normal.
is he?
Uh,
Cause he taller than you, right?
no, bro, shorter than me. If we ain't out here, he the little brother. I
No.
make sure he remember that.
No.
He the little brother.
That's what I do.
I just called and told him, cause let me tell you something, real shit. You called me. You called me and was like, call me when you get home. I'm like, bet. But I was already talking to Trey. I talk to Trey every day after work. So I'm talking to bro. I'm like, yeah, Unc called. He told me to call him, you know what I'm saying, when I get to the crib. Because I was already telling him, like, I got to get Unc over here on the podcast. He the only person we know, besides Uncle PR, only person we know with some common sense and who done live life, who done really had a good time and is still having a good time.
Very
Through the
right.
60s,
Raise
the
my
70s,
kids.
the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and we in the 2020s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not many people that I know.
You know, I just turned 70.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Just
what I'm
turned
saying.
70.
On my daddy's side, I used to always say I don't know an old man, but I can't say that no more because I'm looking at one. This nigga older than motherfucker. I remember when you used to be my age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You was like
I
this.
was a baby.
We was looking at pictures yesterday because I wanted to put a lot of pictures in my phone.
Okay.
That we got, we got millions of them. So I want to transfer them to my phone so I can look at them.
Right.
And we got a big Christmas tree. I'm standing there and you on my shoulders.
I know that picture. That's a fact.
My nephew.
That's a
I
fact.
love that picture, man.
That's a
I love
fact.
that picture.
I remember that. Yeah, for sure. So
So what you want to talk about?
I was about to tell you, I be having real conversations with my people. Like, I'm the unfiltered friend. I'm not the yes man. You know what I'm saying? I done lost friendships because I'm just,
You was honest.
I'm 100 with the motherfucker.
You was honest.
You know, the people that choose to continue to have me around in their life, it says a lot. Because I could be a lot to deal with when I'm bearing truth. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to joke with you and, you know what I'm saying, whatever, hee, ha, ha. But don't ask me no question you don't want the answer to.
Yeah.
So people call my friends, they call me. If they asking me something, I know it's because they want the unfiltered shit.
Yeah.
So I've been talking about this type of shit for a long time. I just didn't know what to do with it. I've
Yeah.
always had the concept.
Okay.
But I just didn't know how to, like, I don't want to say monetize it, but I didn't have a way to, like, put this shit together.
Okay.
I've been writing little shit down here and there just throughout years.
Dig
I've
it.
always had the concept.
Dig it.
I am not the street nigga, right? Because I'm obviously not raised in the
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
streets.
you a
type shit.
family man.
Family man, and I'm also like the nerd nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one was able to go to school. You know what I'm saying?
You did.
Get a college education. You get what I'm saying? But when I came home, I had to go to the streets to eat. You know, but I wasn't like in the streets far
Yeah.
as the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Politics that come along with it. I didn't have to be in the streets. I went to the curb.
Mm-hmm.
So I always say, like, that's my place. I'm on the curb with it.
Yeah.
And everything I do is based off that curb. You just passed it to get to me. You know what I'm saying? And because I can communicate, I'm talking to everybody going past this curb. And with that, I'm making money. You know
All
what
the
I'm saying?
time.
And I just figured it out. You know what I'm saying? So I say right now, like, I'm making good money at this job, but I'm still not bringing home what I was making on my own. You get what I'm saying? I was bringing home
See,
60.
You're a family man and you're a homeowner.
Yeah.
That's different than the motherfucker renting. I gotta
Facts.
tell you, you renting. You 70 and rent. I got friends. You still renting, motherfucker? I bought my first house. I was 35.
Right.
The fuck is you doing?
Right. Some people don't.
They don't want that responsibility.
I'm not gonna say they don't want the responsibility. They wasn't taught the responsibility.
That's true. That's it. They wasn't
See,
taught.
your upbringing dictated you to be able to do that.
My father used to put us out. We used to have to sleep in our cars in the backyard. He didn't say get the fuck out. Get out. That meant go in the backyard, sleep in your car.
Right.
So we couldn't come in the house until he went to work. You know, Grant was at work every day. So
Right.
he knew we was going in there taking our bath.
But you wasn't gonna be in there while he was there.
Shit, we knew what time he was getting ready to get home. We'd be outside partying. When it was time to go to bed, we'd get in our car.
Right.
In the backyard.
Right. Yeah.
He
so,
taught me a lot, man.
but I'm saying, to my understanding, y'all moved into that house in '62 or something like that.
60, the winter of 61, because Angie was born in 60, and we stayed on Townsend through 60, And then at the end of 61, we moved in a white neighborhood because Weatherby, we was the first black family in that neighborhood over there.
No shit.
We was the first. It was Indian, Dougie.
We talking about on Weatherby and Garden, Tyreman and Livernois area.
It was
is
all white. We was on the east side. Nichols was on the east side.
Okay, so in the early 60s, late 50s, early 60s,
This
the
was-
west side is predominantly white, and all the black people lived east. Okay, so the city is divided. Okay.
Yep.
So to be able to move to the west side,
Grant had some money, 6 kids and a wife.
that meant something.
Hell yeah, because I didn't know at the time
shit.
why my family used to treat me funny. I used to be, talking to them regular, and they say shit. I be like, and then I go home, Grant, they said that, don't worry about it, son. They jealous. I said, what the fuck they jealous for? They my cousins.
Right.
I didn't know at the time I was living large.
Right. You thought everybody lived like that.
I had a mother and a father. You got a mother and father. You eating. I'm eating.
Same thing. Yeah, because kids don't see all the politics of it.
Right.
Yeah.
But my aunts and them, they must have been over there talking shit.
Yeah.
Because when I would come over, oh, here come the rich kid. I look around like, who the fuck they talking about? I ain't rich.
Right.
I still got to beg and shit for allowance and all that kind of
Yeah.
shit.
But you was able to get it.
I've been getting allowances. When I was 5, I got my first dollar. No, when I was 5, I got my first $2 bill.
Okay.
And Grant said, here's your allowance. I said, what? He said, your allowance from this point on, you get an allowance. But you have to do a job. I said, what's the job? He said, go to school. That's all my father. He didn't say go to work.
Go to school. Okay.
And I fucked that up.
Okay.
So
wait, go back. Early 60s, y'all move on Weatherby. It's a
in
predominantly
61,
white
it was all,
neighborhood.
we moved over there in November of 61.
Okay.
Because our first Christmas was 61.
Okay.
Now Grant got 6 kids, a wife.
Right.
Moved to the suburbs. We get
How
up.
old is he at this time?
Well, see, I was 5, so Grant had to be 26.
He had you at 21.
He had 21, so he was 26.
Okay, so at 26 years old,
He
got a wife, 6
6
kids,
kids.
and he buying a house on the west side at a time where there's barely any black people.
But
on
I
the
didn't
west
know that.
side. I get it.
I'm a
You
little
know,
kid.
nah, not to cut you off, Uncle PR always say that, like, I was raised around all nationalities.
Yeah.
So that kind of tie into what you're saying, like,
Yeah.
it's Indians, Arabs, it's
Yeah.
all different type of people living within that neighborhood. So that makes sense why he always
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be damned.
Okay.
I'll be.
So yeah, if your people was still on the east side and y'all was able to go to the west side, the people on the east side looking at y'all like y'all made it. Y'all really still might have just been still check to check. Y'all were just able to be check to check over there.
The thing about it, Uncle W,
Yeah.
he was the boss. Him and Grant owned the construction company.
Okay.
The white dude that Sarah bought it from them.
Okay.
But see, Uncle W had big money too.
Then
He stayed over there.
on the west side.
No, he stayed over there on the east side.
Oh, with the money.
With the money.
Yeah.
So he was over there. He had 5 kids, a wife, and he stayed over there down the street from his mama.
What street was that?
Seaburn.
Okay.
He stayed over there.
Okay, because I hear that story. Everybody stayed on
1 block.
one block. Mama, daddy, everybody.
Daddy and mama stayed here. Nana stayed here. Clarence stayed in the middle. Uncle W stayed next to Daddy.
Okay.
Poochie them stayed next to Dubby. Uncle Red stayed next to Poochie.
This is Seaburn and Van Dyke area.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one half, well, I say half the block this way was, say, Rogers.
Okay.
When they first moved over here,
Okay.
when they was kids. That side of the block was Tillman.
All right, just for the record, for the people that's listening, these people that he's naming is like my great grandparents. When you say mom and daddy, that's my great grandmother and my great grandfather. Just for the record, we recording, nigga. We live. We always live. Yeah, so he naming great grandparents, and they lived on the east side, Seaburn, Van Dyke area.
Yeah, yeah,
That's dope.
yeah.
That's dope.
I used to catch the bus.
So my
over there.
family come from that block.
Yeah. From
That's
that
dope.
block, period.
That's dope.
Because they, like, when May and them moved up here from Mississippi, they moved there. When Grant and them moved up here from Illinois, They moved on Seaburn.
Grant daddy come from out of Alabama.
Really, I don't know that much about
No, I'm
Grant's
telling you.
father. Oh, he did?
I'm telling you, he
Yeah.
come from out of Alabama, and they moved from Alabama to Illinois for the jobs.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I think Grant was born in Illinois.
I didn't meet my grandfather until I was about 15, 16.
Okay.
He had been in jail. And I come out the house. I just did my homework. They said, y'all can go outside now. So I'm going outside to do my, party. And this dude outside next to my father looked just like Grant. But he taller, stomach, everything. I got to the door, I said, Mama. No, I didn't. I said, May, who the hell is that? He said, that's your father's father. I had never
He
seen
looked just like Grant, but taller.
Yeah. I looked down, I said, that's my grandfather? I got chills. So I ran out there. Grant said, this is my oldest son. He was like, damn, he a pretty nigga. Who he look like? I looked at my mother. He said, that nigga pretty.
Yeah.
My father was dying. He said, you had to excuse my father. I looked at him like pretty.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So that's like 1970.
Yeah.
15. That's like 1970.
Yeah, 1970. I first met my
And y'all on Weatherby.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could remember, around what time did black people start really moving into that neighborhood? Was
Oh,
that
okay.
later
We
on?
moved over there in 61. Say by 1970, it was 80% black.
Oh, so y'all at the beginning of a time period of blacks migrating west.
West, right.
Blacks was getting money.
Yeah.
And they was able to start
Moving,
migrating west.
moving,
Okay,
yeah.
so y'all at the forefront of that, so to speak.
I'm trying to think. We was the first black in the neighborhood, but the Rollins was the first black on our block in the neighborhood. Second black family, but the first black family we knew.
Oh, that was close.
Man, I would go to school, look around like, what the hell? I was in kindergarten, but we just having fun. I wasn't looking around like them white people.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I'm just in school having fun.
Yeah.
And then when I think back on it, a lot of people didn't play with me.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, okay, you ain't got to be my friend. My friend over here.
Right.
But
Kids, you ain't paying attention to that. But in hindsight, you peep.
yeah, that's why y'all didn't play with me. I was black. I didn't know nothing about black and white.
Right.
I'll be damned.
Y'all was doing stuff that middle class people was able to do.
Yeah.
Y'all was coming from like lower class to middle class, so to speak. And it was natural for you because
Can you
didn't know no
imagine my
different.
father by himself, working by himself, take us to Babalo every year? That was the big thing. Babalo was a big thing back then.
Okay.
My father used to take us every year.
To Bablo.
6 kids.
I heard a rumor about my grandfather, your father, having 3 checks in his wallet and a stack of money. 3 checks that he hadn't cashed yet, and a stack of money in his wallet. He couldn't barely fold his wallet. I also heard another rumor about he built motorcycles and stuff.
Yeah.
He had a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And he got pulled over one time, and they asked him for registration, and he had so many of them. He never found the one to the bike he was on. And they was like, all right, we know you got it. You know what I'm saying? I heard that before. All right, we understand. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of shit going on.
I'll be dead.
Yeah, but 3 checks and a stack of money.
Yeah.
I heard that.
That's one thing I say about my father. He never told me no. And when he did tell me no, it was for a reason.
Right.
It wasn't until I was older that I realized, oh, that's why he told me no.
Right.
But I would come up to him, Grant. And I had to wait till wasn't nobody around. He didn't like talking to people in front of people.
I got you.
Because he wanted to be one-on-one. He was always that one-on-one dad.
Got you.
So I would come up to Grant. I'm going out with this cutie. I need some money.
Right.
He never say how much.
Right. Just peel you off something.
He knew because back then, $20, I could take you to the show, go out to eat. I could
For
do
$20.
$20.
For $20, you could feed her, entertain her.
Take it to the motel around the corner on Epworth. That's only $2.
Man, what year is this? 1975?
No, because I was married by then. This had to be 71, 72.
71, 72.
Well, I was going to the motel when I was a teenager because somebody told me, hey, it's a motel around the corner for $2. You can rent a room.
Like $2.
$2. So I said, okay. So Deborah Thrash, she came over. I said, hey, let's go to the store. So we walk into the store. She said, what store are you going to? I said, it's around the corner.
We going to the motel store.
We going to the motel. So we went around the store. She said, what the hell is this? I said, friend of mine's house. You know, she ain't never seen no motel before.
Okay.
And it had motel outside.
Yeah.
So, so we walk in, I get the dude the $2. We go to a room. I had already been there. I had some chips,
Oh,
strawberry.
you had it set up.
Strawberry pop. Oh, my father told me how to do bitches.
Hey, hold on.
Oops.
Hey, niggas is still doing this to this day. I'm talking about this got to be like in the man playbook or something.
Yeah.
Niggas is still doing that. But go ahead though. That's
Yeah,
dope.
you go to. I take them to the motel for $2.
$2. That's crazy. You know how much a room costs right now? $200.
$200 for a room.
Yeah.
See,
I'm talking
that's-
about like not a motel, but I'm saying like go to the hotel.
Yeah, but if she a thought,
Oh,
You
like
ain't
the
got
quick
to pay-
the quick stay like $65.
no, I thought she can get in the back seat, suck my dick in the car. And as a matter of fact, let me tilt the wheel up.
No shit.
Let me
Yeah,
tilt the
quick
wheel.
stay is like $65, something like that. Allegedly, I heard. I don't know.
Dead. Nah, I ain't got to do all that.
Yeah, that's dope. So, that was the '60s, '70s. When Grant passed in the '90s. That was over there a long time.
96. Well, like I said, we moved over there in 61. PR still living in the house.
Right now to this day. That's dope. He bought that house in '61.
It was.
Grant daddy put the roof on the garage or something like that.
Grant's father.
Put the roof on the garage.
Yeah, hit Grant and him and Uncle Dubby.
Okay. Yeah, I heard that.
Wait a minute, no, Grant, his father, Uncle Sam, because he stayed right down the street.
Right.
Uncle Sam.
I remember when y'all stayed on Woodingham. I think it was like Woodingham.
Down
and
over there
Six
on
Mile.
Wyoming and
Yeah.
Finkel.
Yeah, that's right down here. That ain't that far from
Yeah.
here. Yeah, I remember that house. That house was dope. I remember you used to have a Volkswagen. I think you might have had two of them. I want to say one was blue, one was white. Don't quote me on that, but I remember that. At the
Red.
time. Red. Okay.
Orange, I mean, it was orange. I used to love that.
You ain't have a blue one?
I can't remember having a blue one.
Man, I don't know why I'm seeing blue. But you used to pull in through the back. You know what I'm saying? You was the
Yeah.
only person I know that ever had one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was dope. So it was funny to me later on in life. You got the PT Cruiser because it
Yeah.
was like that was the equivalent.
Because I was going to get a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
And I was going through the paper looking at cars, and this car popped. I was like, that looked like a Volkswagen,
Yeah.
different shape. What I really liked, it was like a Rolls Royce front to me.
Okay.
It had a nice. I said, this is what I want. Gail said, that's what you want. You want that? I said, that's what I want, and I'm getting it.
Right.
And when I wanted to get it, I couldn't because so many people had ordered it. They didn't
Oh, you
have
was
it.
trying to get it when
Yeah, I had to get the 2001. I wanted the 2000, but the 2001 was better
Right.
because they got all the kinks out.
Turn that down a little bit. Get some visuals going here. Unc done did it all.
So how the kids, man?
Man, they good. 15 in October.
Damn.
I said the same thing. And I just told them like I had just recently told them like send me your shopping carts because they shop online.
Okay.
You know, so school coming, we still in summer. Find y'all like 10 outfits real quick. So Harmony ain't got no problem putting she be already having a cart. Harley don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? She can care less about shopping or anything. But anyway, I had just bought them they shopping carts and I just ordered them some shoes. I'm like, all right, that's the last time I'm doing that. From now on, I'm just gonna give you the money.
Yeah.
It's time for you to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Now,
And see how expensive stuff is.
if you want to DoorDash your money, that's your business.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want something, then you'll learn how to save it. You'll learn how to put something to the side and DoorDash what you're gonna do. You know, you have to figure
Yeah.
out your bread. You know, money management. So I told them, all right, that's your last shopping cart. Harmony was like, what? She thought it was gonna last forever.
Oh, they all do.
Yeah. But I supplement that. It's gonna be the same thing. Just give
Yeah.
it to them in cash. I pay them to do chores and shit
Dig
like
it.
that. So they getting it figured out. They girls, so they way more advanced
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
I was at 15.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true.
They smart, man. They on the honor roll. They get good grades. They go to Cass Tech.
Cool. They're gonna be making some money. That's important.
Yeah. They go
Important
to
for a
the
woman to
10th
have
grade
education.
this fall.
You see my woman, a college graduate.
Yeah.
My first wife couldn't get out of junior high. I didn't care. She was so fine, I didn't care if she could read.
You know, somebody had to tell me that Gail wasn't DJ and Keisha mama.
Well, like I had to tell Keisha, Gail wasn't her mother.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay, Keisha was about 7 or 8.
Okay.
Because her mother had been in jail about 5 years. She didn't know, because I went and got Keisha at 2.
Okay.
And Deloneo was 7.
Okay.
In fact, I didn't go get her. I'm going down the street to go over Gail's mother's house, which was on Metatal. So
Still in West Chicago, that same house.
No, they was on Metatal in Chicago.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the same house.
Okay, so I'm going down the street. I forget the name of the street. Our landlord used to sit over there. And I'm going down the street, and I see, while I'm coming down the street, I see a whole bunch of furniture. And 2 little kids sitting on top. So I ain't thinking, you know me, I got the sounds bumping.
Right.
I pull up, it's Deloneo and Keisha. She 2, he's 7. I said, what the hell y'all do? The landlord put us out. I said, where your mama? In jail.
Damn.
She hadn't called me and told, I don't know what the hell would have happened to them.
Right.
That's when I
didn't
got
know.
them. That's when I got them.
I didn't know. I talked to DJ today, and we had that conversation, and I don't remember what came about. You know, it wasn't nothing bad, but we were just talking or whatever, and they was like, no, you know, Pam is their mama. And I was like, who was that? And they was, I think it might have been Auntie Angie. She's like, you know, Pam. I'm like, no, I'm born in 84.
Dig it. Yeah, she had been gone.
You know, I'm like, I'm born in 84. So far as Unc being with the woman,
Yeah.
it's been Gail.
Yeah.
And then it was like, they tried to find me some pictures, right?
Yeah.
And this how you know the pictures was old. Them joints was like, not even a 4x6, maybe a 3x5.
Yeah.
It's like the 70s shit where
Yeah.
they put the month and the year in the corner. It's
Yeah,
they say
yeah.
like January 72.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, Auntie, how the hell I'm supposed to know who this lady
Yeah.
is? You know, know her.
That's when you first found out?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she sent me later on in life, many, many years later, not too long ago, like in the last 5 years or so, she sent me a friend's request on Facebook.
Pam?
Yeah. And, you know, it say Rogers. Anytime it say Rogers, I love
Yeah.
it. You know. But when I clicked on that, I was like, oh, this Keisha mama. You know, without no doubt, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this Keisha mama. I know who this is.
Yeah.
Like the name, the face, you know, decline. You know what I'm saying? My auntie Gail. You feel me?
Dig it. Ooh.
You playing like
Well, I had to, be honest with you, I had to cut your cousin off, man.
Yeah.
I had to cut off.
Yeah.
You know, don't call me with problems. I said, you listen. I said, Keisha, listen to this. You hear anything over here? That's because I don't. I'm 70. I don't want to hear nothing. Don't call me with that.
Yeah.
So she went to gathering. Dad, you never listened to me. Look here. You never listened to me.
Yeah.
You turned out just like your mama.
Yeah.
You got multiple kids or multiple daddies, just like your mama. Don't call me no more. Bam.
She doing pretty good now. I don't know if you heard.
Yeah, but I'm going to school. I'm doing this.
she did. She finished.
Why did you do that for me?
Yeah.
And why you didn't go to school and then have these babies after? You would have been rich, had
Yeah.
these babies, had your own crib, but you doing it now. Your kid's grown up.
So you saying as a father, you would have rather her did things a little bit differently so she could have had a different outcome. Yeah. Well,
She wouldn't have been. I'm gonna tell you something. I've never lived in poverty.
Yeah.
That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
I never lived in poverty. Living with my father, always was something to eat, always had clothes on my back.
Yeah.
And anytime I was out on my own, I made sure I had a job so I could do that.
Yeah.
But my first marriage, I was the only one working. I didn't care. Like I said, she was fine. Long as when I got home, you gave me some sex.
Yeah.
So I'm working all the bills on me.
Yeah.
So then Grant sat me down. He said, son, I need to talk to you. I said, what's up, Dad? What's up, Grant? He said, look here, man. What your woman doing? I said, she at the crib. What's she doing? I said, I don't know.
Right.
What's she doing? And then he looked at me and I looked at him. What's she doing? I turned around, looking at only thing I got is $20 for weed for a week after I done paid all the bills. And you smoking.
Right.
But back then, $20 get you an ounce down there. So
That's about the going rate right now.
he said, what you gonna do? I said, I tell you, I said, no, I said, I'll show you. Went home, packed my shit, came home. Say, you
Went back on Weatherby.
went back on what he said, you home? I said, yeah. He said, cool. So then I got my boy Terry down the street. He had never spent the night
Terry
out.
Malky.
He had never spent the night out.
Okay.
He had just turned, he said, my birthday, I'm 18. You 18? I said, well, come on, man. It was about 6:30. He said, I'm getting ready to go home. You getting ready to go
6:30
where?
what? PM.
Yeah, you getting ready to go where? He said, I'm getting ready to go home, man. My father and them all. I said, nigga, you 18. I said, okay.
He
We're
didn't
gonna
understand the freedom he had.
go to the store right quick. Well, you know, we was dealing in.
Yeah.
Rolled up got the cigarettes, drank, got in the car. Let me drop you off at the crib once we go to the store.
Y'all out.
He was through. He was through. When I dropped him off, it was the next day. And he was scared.
The whole time.
He was scared to go home.
Yeah.
And man, I had been staying out since I was 13.
Yeah.
Which was, I was 13, getting high, fell asleep. When I woke up, his sun was gleaming.
Right.
And I was over Jimmy Ward's house. I knew I had spent the night out, and Grant was my father. I walked around the block about 20 times before I went in the house. When I went in the house, I went in like I owned the place.
Right.
What else I'm gonna do? I walked in, and you know the back door is right there. So when I went in, I went
Straight up the stairs.
Grant said, hey, nigga. I stopped at the stairs. What? He said, where you been? I said, over Jimmy's. He said, didn't you see it was dark outside? No. Why not? I said, Jimmy's basement ain't got no windows in it. The baby was downstairs dying. I walked upstairs with the bed. What you talking about?
No,
dog?
we've never seen the dark. No.
Hey, man, Jimmy Ward, what they did was they built his house.
Yeah.
But then the people came back. They had people come back and dig a basement while the house was there.
Okay.
Dig the basement out, put a furnace down there.
Okay.
So the basement was only about. And
Or
I'm
like a
sure-
crawl space almost.
Yeah, I'm sure. So the basement was only. We have our band down there.
Okay.
So I said I couldn't see. It was ain't no windows. And I just once I said that I didn't stop. I didn't.
You didn't hesitate. You
just-
just kept right on walking.
And I was normal. It didn't have no windows. They was downstairs dying. And then
Like this nigga good.
so then they know that day I get up and I come downstairs. He said, nigga, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. Come on now. He said, come on. I don't know what we did after that. But he didn't fuck with me. And once I found out I could spend the night out, it was over.
Yeah.
Because they knew I wasn't out there doing nothing bad.
And it's a different time too.
Oh, man, you could sleep outside.
This is
We used to
late
sleep
60s.
outside. Yeah. We used to sleep outside in
In
the
Detroit,
backyard.
Michigan.
In the backyard.
On
Go out there.
Weatherby.
Go sleep outside now. You wake up in the morning dead. Yeah, we sleep outside, man.
Man, that's wild. You said y'all was dealing. I heard a rumor about joint sales.
No, we didn't ever sell joints. Grant was selling pounds and shit.
Okay.
Grant. And the guy that used to own Mufflers Unlimited, he was the man.
Right.
But he used to sell Grant pounds. Grant used to have like so much weed, May told him, get that shit out of my house.
Right.
We wasn't smoking it, but you could smell that shit up. May said, get that shit out of my house. So Grant bought a trailer.
It was loud.
Loud. Grant bought a trailer.
Okay.
Put it in the backyard and put all the weed in the trailer.
Okay.
So we dealing, we getting down. Grant come home one day. Me and PR come home with my shit. What you talking about? It wasn't until years later that we found out Grant thought we had ripped him off.
Okay.
Come to find out May ripped him off, wanted him to think we ripped him off, so he would cut that shit out. And he cut that shit right after that.
Right. It worked.
It worked.
May was.
But it wasn't until way later that he found out that it was May.
Right.
You know? I'll be damned.
Said he had balls. See, and they try to give me flack about growing and shit. You know.
Grant
Got
was
this from
selling
your
that.
daddy, man.
Yeah. He,
What?
and you know what? We were selling it so tough that May would go shopping every day. Not for groceries. She was buying her stuff and buying her. She was living large.
I've heard stories like we never went without. Our lights was never off. And I was like, that was a thing back in the day.
Shit.
And they were saying somebody across the street or something didn't have power, or they didn't have some type of utility. They might have been running extension cord from the neighbors or something like that. And everybody always testify, y'all never went through nothing like that.
No, lights got cut off. I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah, y'all used to have live chickens or something in the basement. You had a chicken as a pet.
Man,
And then
hell no.
Grant killed it and cooked it.
No, that was like a holiday type thing. Oh, he fucked me. It was a turkey.
Oh, turkey.
He brought a turkey home. He said, "Come on downstairs, sons." So we going down. We think we can ready to play with this motherfucker. Gwen stepped on him, had his neck out. Shush. Me and Pooh looked at it. He was like, and that motherfucker, he had to hold. That motherfucker was on the wall. Me and PR just right upstairs under me like this.
Oh, the body was still moving after
Yeah,
the
the turkey was going on the wall, but Grant had that motherfucker chopped his head off in front of me and PR.
How tall is Grant?
He was my size, 5'5".
5'5".
Yeah,
Okay.
he was five.
His reputation precedes him as a big guy.
I know.
5'5" man,
I know.
making shit
And
happen.
I didn't know why a lot of my friends that didn't have fathers used to hang out with me. They tell me now, yeah, man, I used to like coming over y'all because you had a father.
Yeah,
And I used to like how your father interacted with y'all.
yeah,
You know, my father was only around if he had to pick me up.
right.
Your father was there every day. I said, well, it's good and bad.
Yeah,
Because when you get in trouble, you just got a whooping from your mother. When I got in trouble, I got both of them. I got whooping from my mother, and when my father came home, he whooped that ass.
so from your perspective, I got it twice as good, but I also get it twice as bad.
That's right, exactly.
When it's good, it's good, but when it's bad,
It
it's
is
bad.
bad.
Yeah,
And my father, I didn't like getting whoopings from my father, so I tried not to disappoint him. Because my father, I'm going to tell you, maybe he whooped me 3 times in my life at
Okay.
the most. Maybe 3 or 4 times. But those 3 or 4 times when my father whooped me, you ever got a whooping so hard? Got your toenails hurt?
no.
I touch my fingernails, wow!
Oh man.
He didn't whoop you like this. He whooped you from here to here. He never hit
Toe
the
to
neck.
chest.
Never hit your neck. And I mean, he was good with that, man. He had a belt that he used to wear.
Okay.
But when you hear, shoo, somebody was getting a whooping.
Yeah.
He was good. He was like quick draw, psh, and whoop you. Yeah, like I said, 4 or 5. But P.I. used to get a whooping every day. Every day. Every day. You hear me?
Yes.
Because he was bad. But we didn't know he was overactive.
Right.
So, he was a good boy, but he had his ways.
Right.
He made a mistake and punched Linda in the stomach. Maybe the fisting. I'm scared to death.
Right.
Then from upstairs all the way to the basement was down there pounding this. You hit one girls again,
I kill you.
I kill you.
I brought you in this world.
And P.I. never touched the girls again. He talked shit, but he never touched them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's probably why he hate women, because May beat his ass. You shouldn't hit him.
Yeah.
But like I say, he was overactive. He did a lot of shit, and May didn't do nothing. If you did something bad, he got a whooping.
Yeah.
But you hit her daughters, that's it. She beat him good. He never touched him again.
Man. I heard a story about you riding a motorcycle through somebody's living room window. Maybe you was about 15, 16, something like that. Any truth to that?
That's, no. Grant used to keep his motorcycle in the house, in the dining room.
Okay.
So he had a ramp to take him
Out the front door or the back?
up the back stairs into the house,
Through the kitchen.
through the kitchen, in the
Okay.
dining room.
Okay.
He, blam, door shut. But while he was coming up the screen, he,
Dang.
we get up Christmas. I'm 13. We know we got some shit. We had Christmas good every year.
Yeah.
I go in the living room. I got a mini bike. windshield, like his motorcycle windshield, saddlebag. And I look over here, I got a 12-speed.
This in the 60s.
I got a 12-speed and a mini bike. Everybody got
12-speed bicycle
and a mini bike.
and a mini bike.
So Grant trying to start it. And May say, it's a switch up here. So when she hit the switch, Grant pulled it.
Bah!
And he got the gas and it took off. It went up the dining room wall. And Grant doing like this, trying to control it.
Right.
And Grant, cut it off. And me in the back, crying. She laughing so hard she can't cut it off. He just doing like that. Finally, I think one of the kids, somebody hit the switch and cut it off.
Yeah.
And Grant looked at me and May on the ground crying.
Right.
And you know how somebody laughing so hard to make you laugh because he know he messed up.
Yeah.
He started laughing. I couldn't wait to get that bike outside. Give me my bike. You almost broke my bike.
Yeah, now. That's dope. Y'all getting mini bikes and having y'all way in the 60s.
When I came outside with a mini bike,
It's game over.
didn't nobody in the neighborhood have one. Nobody.
Oh, that's dope.
So then the next Christmas, I had a mini bike motor. I'm like, oh, somebody done got a mini bike.
Yeah.
So I look outside, it's Gordon and David Brown in a go-kart. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Let me grab my shit.
Yeah.
We riding around the neighborhood. What happened? Police come. So I say, when the police come, split.
Right.
So the police come, I say, hit Shore School playground, because you can go across Shore School. They got to go around the block
Right.
to get to the other side.
Y'all cutting straight through.
Straight through. And I said, when we cut straight through, we go through the hunter's yard, the trash's yard, we on our block.
Right.
Then we get to our alley, go straight down, go backyard. We sit on the porch, police come out, we be,
Waving.
yeah. But they caught us a few times.
Okay.
And here, this a ticket. Get this to your daddy. So when I take Grant the ticket, they be like, Grant, look at it. All right, son, I'll pay for it.
Yeah.
I caught your son again. That's what it say, some
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't no ticket.
Yeah. That's dope. They got a no chase law now about the kids on the mini bike.
Yeah, I see that. Because I'm wondering how all these guys ride mini bikes up and down streets.
Yeah. No chase law. They ain't harming nobody. But if you go out there and you fuck something up, we gonna hold you accountable.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, if we get a call about you being a nuisance from city residents, we gonna come holler at you.
Well, we could ride on Shore School, but they wanted us to walk the bikes from Weatherby to Shore.
Walk
which
them
was
over
only
there
a
and
block.
ride them there. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. All right. Yeah, for sure. We'll walk them down.
Soon as they
there,
take
officer.
off.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
That's dope.
Alright.
That's dope. So, you know, we live in the world of social media, Instagram, Facebook, you know, you name it, Snapchat, TikTok. Before that, it was Black Planet and
Yeah.
MySpace. These are like social media sites. And before that, it was the chat lines, right? They still got the chat lines. And you used to be able to call. You can get your own voicemail, so to speak. So you can get on there and say a message, you know, leave a message, and then people could call, hear the message, and they can leave you a message. You know what I'm saying? And you can message each other back and forth. This over the phone. You know what I'm saying? We used to meet people like this. So one of these chicks was Proof, which with the D12 people, Eminem and shit, was Proof cousin. You know what I'm saying? Her name was Shaky. I met Shaky on the chat line. You know what I'm saying? We actually pulled up on this chick, and it was funny to us. Like, then it's a real bitch. You know what I'm saying? We been talking to her on the phone, like, you know what I'm saying? And she fine. You know what I'm saying? It was just a cool way. But then you go back even further, y'all had the CBs. You know what I'm saying? Like CB talk.
Yeah,
Everybody had a name. You know what I'm saying? So I used to always say, like, CBs is probably like the grandfather of social media.
Yeah, it is.
Because it was a way for y'all to communicate over distance.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think that was dope.
Yeah.
And I've heard stories about y'all putting antennas on top of the cars, and people can have a CB in their car, because for a minute you can only have it at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Grant had it in his van. Yeah.
So y'all at the pinnacle, like all the new tech coming out, y'all got that.
Yeah.
I got a memory though. Let me see. I'm born in '84, so this got to be at least 94. Grant died in 96.
Yeah.
So it might be before 94. It might be 90. maybe 92, 93.
Okay.
So I'm like 8, 9, 10 years old somewhere. And my mama a different type of sandwich. You know what I'm saying? She always like very particular. She always dressed nice. You know what I'm saying? But my mama never really had no money like that. You know what I'm saying? She had enough to get us by, but she wasn't balling. You know what I'm saying? But she made sure that we had what we needed. You feel me? But my mama always looked way better than what her situation was. You know what I'm saying? So I got memories of us going on Weatherby, my mother and I, and her daddy just having money. You know what I'm saying? It's like we get to Granddaddy Grant crib, and my man's got a satellite dish in the backyard. This satellite dish is huge. Okay, I'm talking about huge. You ain't never seen a satellite dish this big. It's like some shit that should have been floating in space. It was huge, right? And it's on this big ass pole.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I remember going in, and he would come out his bedroom and go to the den and sit down in a chair, and he had the TV on. You know, and there's a big ass box on top. I'm talking about I was seeing shit over there that I'd never seen in anybody's house before. Now my daddy's side of the family, they got money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They money a little different. They didn't have a big ass satellite dish. You know, and I used to try to tell my friends like, hey, oh my granddaddy house, he got a satellite. Like he could watch TV on this. And they couldn't understand. And we used to go in, and you know I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? So we like, come on, turn it on, Mom. We pushing the button stuff or whatever, and the TV might be like, the picture would be there, but it wouldn't be clear. You know, he said, now you got to turn the dish. And it was a button on the remote control, and you would hit the button, and the satellite dish would turn, and the picture would get clear. He said, see it turn. And I was like, it didn't move. And he would say, well, go look. You know, and I remember going to the door to look, and I remember seeing the satellite dish move. And I was just like, you know, now I'm 8, 9, 10 years old. You trying to tell your homeboy, you know, what grade I'm in. I don't know what grade I'm in. I'm trying to tell your homeboy, might have been Kenny. Like, I'm trying to tell my homeboy that my granddaddy got this dish. It's called a satellite dish. And this is before niggas was getting satellite TV. I mean, having cable TV. Was doing something. So I just know, like, I can't say that my mama went over there and got some money from Grant or whatever, but I just knew the money situation was different over there. Yeah. You know, it's like, okay, but on my dad's side of the family, they lived in like Boston Edison. Yeah. Right?
That was a nice neighborhood over there.
Beautiful. But not quite Boston Edison. They on Atkinson.
Yeah, well, neighborhood.
Same thing.
Yeah.
We shared the same alley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Atkinson between Linwood and LaSalle. And I always, there's a terminology. Show me a boy 0 through 7. I'll show you the man that he'll become. And I believe that my grandparents on that side of the family believed in that, and they kept me around them 0 through 7. It's like my foundation is different than anybody I ever meet, and that's because 0 through 7, I was under the wing of these people, and they was like planting seeds in my head, unbeknownst to me. But I'm saying just how they was living. Like, okay, it was a big house. They had radiators. This was the only house I ever been in where they had radiators. Everybody else had vents. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell people I'm in my grandmama's house, and I sit on the radiator to warm up. They like, what is a radiator?
Oh.
You know what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
remember that when I was a little.
I'm born in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? By this time, everybody got forced air. You know what I'm saying? So the house was big, and they had a lot of stuff. And I remember, I used to spend summers over there. And I remember getting the mail at times, and it would be a regular size manila envelope, and they would be addressed to my great grandfather, Andrew Sanderman. And they would tell me, put this in the bowl on top of the cabinetry in the dining room. And I would go put it in there, and there might be like 10 of them in there. You know what I'm saying? Throw that shit in there. And I would always get the mail every day. You know what I'm saying? And then one day, they was like, okay, we're going to go to the bank, and then we're going to go grocery shopping. And I was like, okay. And they was like, go get them envelopes out that dish. And I would go get them. Like I said, it'd be a dozen of them. You know what I'm saying? And come to find out, these was like my great-grandfather's like retirement checks or something like that.
He had passed already?
He had passed already.
And they were still sending checks?
And my great-grandmother was still entitled to them, but they still was issued in his name.
Yeah.
And she still had the account with both their names
Yeah,
on it. I
okay.
mean, that's the way the shit works. So she would take the checks, and it'd be a dozen of them. You know what I'm saying?
Put it in the bank.
And go deposit, or cash the checks, get her some cash out. And my great grandmother was couponing. I'm born in '84, so this
Yeah, I
the
remember.
early
I know
90s.
about the coupon. My mother too.
Early coupon. I'm talking about extreme. They got
I know.
TV shows about
I
extreme
know.
couponing.
My mother was like that. My mother, all the women in my mother and all them, they
Yeah.
all did. They used to be sitting at the dining room table doing that.
Listen, I used to do it, and I used to cut out all the cereal coupons.
Yeah, Gail do that.
That was my job. Get the cereal coupons. I would take them, and we would get the Farmer Jacks over on 12th Street, and they would give me a buggy and say, "Go get them and read it because make sure it say 16 ounce, so
Ounces,
make sure you get
right.
the 16-ounce box of whatever it is.
Yeah.
And as long as it's exactly what this coupon say, you get it. And I'm talking about the basket is full when I'm done,
I know.
right? And then we might have like 5-6 baskets of everything that we wanted. And she still spent some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still just like something off, but she had like a sun porch off of the main bedroom in that house. And after my great grandfather died, she became like a hoarder of sort. But that sun porch is where they stored all the food. And that boy used to be stacked to the ceiling. And just throughout the year, I would be over there. We run out of cereal. Like, all right, go get you some more. Like, cereal upstairs.
Yeah.
And I go up there and I get to pick and choose what cereal I want.
You can tell people who grew up poor.
So I say that to say this. I thought everybody grew up like that. You said that in the beginning of this conversation. You didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought everybody grew up like that.
Yeah. I never been poor. I didn't grow up poor. I didn't know nothing about poor.
Yeah.
I didn't know poor till I got married and realized I had to pay my own bills.
True story. I was getting picked on at school one day. This got to be like 5th grade.
You in here?
Yeah, you hear me?
Uh-uh.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you should be able to hear me. What you on?
No, I can't hear nothing.
Uh-huh.
Am I plugged in?
Let's make sure you like it. That's me. Oh, wait. Try it now. You can hear
Oh,
it
yeah,
now?
I can hear it now.
Yeah, we good now.
Oh, damn, I sound like Barry White on this month.
Like as kids, people be talking shit. Nigga said, he said something of the nature like, you act like you fed with a silver spoon. I said, I am. We polish them on Sundays to the left.
Dig it.
And I wasn't joking. I didn't know.
Dig it.
We didn't eat off the silver spoons, but they had real silver spoons.
Dig it.
And on Sundays, they used to polish them. You know what I'm saying? To make sure they maintain the whatever they had going on. And they had a routine with it.
Yeah.
So, we had silver spoons, and you polish to the left.
Yeah.
Don't put the swirls to the right. Swirl to the left. You know, I thought everybody had that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until maybe like middle school, like 6th grade, I started going to school from my mama house. And the people were different. It was
Yeah.
almost like a culture shock.
Yeah.
Because when I'm going to school from my great grandmother's house, the people that go to the school, they come from the same neighborhood. So that neighborhood, you kind of live in the same type of way. Like my oldest childhood friend, Kenny, he lived down the street from me. Big ass crib, same.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So me and Kenny could relate because we had the same opportunities. You know what I'm saying? The only difference is my daddy coming down the block on a Kawasaki on one wheel. You know what I'm saying? So my daddy that nigga on the block because he's kind of like the outlaw. You know what I'm saying? Next he gonna bend the corner in a Camaro with his bitch with the T-tops off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and I'm the son, so I'm already I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Jeff will come down the block on some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like, they admired my father. The
Yeah.
fact that I was his son, I was good. With everybody over there, we could pull up on that block right now, and I am good. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I thought everybody grew up like that. I didn't.
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I got a saying. I'm born and raised in Detroit, but I grew up in Kentucky. I feel like my manhood was developed when I spent my time in the
Yeah,
South.
yeah.
So I just see things a little different. I move a little different. You know what I'm saying?
The other thing about me being married twice, my first marriage, like I said, I was in it just to have a beautiful woman. She was cool to me. And she was built like my mama. She was fine.
Yeah.
Like my father say, you getting married, how she look? So I brought her over. Grandma was like, oh yeah, she fine.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool.
Yeah.
But after that experience, I learned I need a woman with an education because I don't have one.
Okay.
So I need a woman with an education. When I met Gail, she was going to school and working.
Bingo.
So I was across the street, down the street from her, over a guy named Mike's house. My drummer was, that was his friend, so I went over there. He was over there. I met him. I seen him over there. We had just moved over there. I seen my drummer over there. I'm like, man, what you doing over here? He said, he's my cousin. So I went over there, talked to him. I seen Gail come out the house. And she was slim, looked good, nice butt. I said, oh, yeah, I'm getting that because I was tearing up everybody in the neighborhood because me and Terry had just moved over there.
Okay. Y'all knocking shit down.
Me and Terry, we living in the crib by ourselves. His woman lived downstairs with his kids.
Okay.
He got a bedroom upstairs with me.
Y'all knocking shit down.
I can sit down. So she come out the house. They was going to church. I said, oh, I like that. I'm going with, what's she doing? They said, she work at such and such, and she going to school. I say, that's the one. That's going to be my next wife right there. And Mike say, man, she don't like niggas like you.
Yeah.
You a dog.
Yeah.
I like, watch.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Here it is 45 years later.
You call her Cola because you said she had a banging body and she
Yeah.
her license plate is Cola R.
Yeah.
Funny shit. I pull up to Auntie Elise's house for a holiday, whatever just passed or something. We was over there for something. And it's me and bro. And we walking up and I was like, seen this license plate, but it's not on the car that I know. You know what I'm saying?
Dig it.
And I'm like, Auntie got a new car. Bro, like, nah, she still got the Saturn. You know what I'm saying? She said she's keeping that forever. I said, nigga, it's only one Cola R. You know what I'm saying? This Auntie shit for sure. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, if this ain't Auntie Gail when we get in here, somebody got something to ask. They got to explain
You
this
done
shit.
stole the name.
Yeah, sure as shit. It was Auntie. She said, yeah, I got a new car. The one I had died or something. They said they wasn't, couldn't put it back together, so she had it. She had to. She drove her car till the wheels fell off. I think that's dope, though. Y'all been together 45 years. That's dope. That's dope.
I just want to get my son started in life before I pass away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
I want him to be out here on his own. You got some trouble, call home. Like I did. When I was out in the street and shit got tight, I called my parents.
Yeah. I can tell you this right now, though. He not really in a bad spot from what I know based on what's going on with people his age.
Yeah. Yeah, he ain't got no kids.
I'm talking about the age group and the amount of money that they are able to make.
Yeah.
A lot of people got roommates.
Yeah.
A lot of people have to live together
Yeah.
in order to survive,
Yeah.
That nigga Rogers. So living with somebody is kind of like a no-go, you know what I'm saying? Because we just move different, you know what I'm saying? So he really not in the bad spot, but I do think when he do make his move, it's gonna be in his best interest. It's gonna be the best.
I hope so, man.
Yeah.
And all this working he doing, I hope when he make his move, he got money.
Yeah.
He ain't doing like I did.
Yeah. It take a lot,
I smoked up my future.
rent over here $1,500 for this.
Dig it.
You get what I'm saying?
Dig it.
For this. So that's not bad, but $1,500 to somebody who probably only making $2,500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, okay, I got $1,500 for the rent. You still got to pay lights, gas, water, phone,
Yeah.
gas,
Yeah.
your food. You know how much food costs?
Definitely.
Food expensive as hell.
Definitely.
So really is, it's going to take a lot of money for him to be able to get out there and be able to pay up a year in advance and then be able to maintain that. You know what I'm saying? And we talking 30,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Easily.
Yeah.
I just talking to my man down in Texas. We was talking about debt and shit like that. I'm like, shit, I can spend 30,000 on the phone with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga send me 30,000. I could pay that off. I got stuff going on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it take, it's expensive right now.
Yeah, it is.
I make decent money, but I ain't getting rich off the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Dig it.
It is what it is. I think Lo be straight.
I hope so.
That's my favorite cousin. For the record, I tell all my cousins they my favorite cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I call, they be like, "Who is this?" Like, nigga, you know this your favorite cousin.
Dig it.
Trying to act like you don't know who this is. I'm your favorite. You my favorite cousin. Who is these niggas?
Let me use your bathroom right quick.
Go ahead.